Although best known by his nickname of Ace, Leo Demers Sr. could have been described as a jack, as he was a jack of all trades when it came to aviation. Born in Quincy, Illinois, he developed an interest in aviation in his teens and learned to fly in a Stinson monoplane that he had purchased. In 1939, he opened Ace Welding and Machine in Quincy before a management and flying opportunity with a crop dusting service took him to Cleveland, Mississippi. Although Leo wanted to fly as part of the war effort after the Japanese attacked Pearl Harbor, he was turned down because of his age and the importance of his work to the agriculture on the home front. After World War II, Demers moved to Salem, Oregon, as a friend had told him that there were great opportunities for crop dusting in the Willamette Valley. Always one to explore new opportunities, he quickly packed up the family and moved west, starting Ace Flying Services out of the Salem airport with a couple of surplus Stearman biplanes. While the bulk of his work was agricultural, he also opened a flying school, and many of the pilots he trained were hired to work for him as crop dusters. In 1949, opportunity called again, and he purchased a number of ex-military B-18 Bolo bombers and converted them for aerial spraying to counter spruce budworms that were decimating timber on the slopes of Mount Hood. By 1950, he had 60 aircraft employed in agricultural services and on jobs for the Forest Service, the Bureau of Land Management, and the Department of Agriculture all over the United States. He later acquired 7 PBY Catalinas, a B-17 Flying Fortress, a C-39, and an AJ-2 Savage for a variety of different jobs including firefighting and pesticide spraying or fertilizer application. By 1959, the growing environmental movement caused a downturn in the pesticide spraying business, and Ace Flying Services slipped into bankruptcy. With typical tenacity, Demers bounced back and restarted his business at the airport in Aurora and built a series of 10 T-hangars to attract private aviation to the airport. A year later, he was asked to manage the Madras airport and provide FBO services, so once again, his business expanded. During the mid-1960s, Demers began to realize that the airflow over the wings of his aircraft was not optimum for the jobs he was doing. Utilizing his background as a mechanic and fabricator, he developed specialized drooped wingtips to increase the wing efficiency of his Stearman crop dusters. Working out of a shop in Madras, the wingtips were tested, certified by the FAA, and went into production. The Demers Super Tips proved to be popular with crop dusters everywhere and sold worldwide from 1967 to 2000. Just for fun, Demers also owned and operated several vintage World War II fighters during his career. Calling them his toys, the fighter fleet included 2 different P-40 Warhawks, a P-39 Airacobra, and an F8F Bearcat. He continued to personally fly crop dusting jobs as well as manage his company until a serious stroke grounded him in 1994. Leo J. Demers Sr. passed away in 1999.